Weakness to warrior mindset. Harmonica chat. A little tip on the harmonica. When you're playing the harmonica, it all comes from the diaphragm. Okay? It's not necessarily through you breathing through your lungs. It is, but it's not. You're breathing with your diaphragm. Now, a tip or a simple exercise to be able to know if you're using your diaphragm would be to take a big inhalation in through your nose and then blow out through your mouth going psss. So it goes something like this. And you should feel it right below your rib cage, right there, your diaphragm. Now here's what happens when I breathe with my lungs. Run out of breath faster. Here's how it is when you breathe with your diaphragm. I could have went longer, but I didn't want the whole video of me just freaking blowing on the freaking harmonica. So we naturally breathe with our diaphragm when we're little babies. If you ever watch a baby lying on its back, you'll see its stomach rise and fall. That's it breathing with its diaphragm, the natural breathing process. But as we grow older, somehow, some way, we lose that ability. We start breathing with our lungs. You need to start doing exercises like that to be able to breathe with your diaphragm. It gives much clearer notes. You don't use as much breath because some of these chords or some of these holes are freaking very air sensitive, like the upper echelons, like the higher octaves, the 8s and the 9s and the 10s. Like you blow really hard on that, you're not going to get a sound out of it. And especially with the 2-hole and the 1-hole, they're very sensitive as well. The harder you blow, the less the reeds freaking vibrate. So in the middle range, from like the 3 to about the 5, 6ish range, you're pretty good, but you still don't want to blow too hard because you're going to run out of air. So it's always best to be subtle about it and just use slow, steady breaths. That way you can hold the note longer, you can play the riff longer as well, and you don't freaking gas yourself out. because there's techniques to where you have to in gas and out gas, meaning like if you're doing a freaking, a chord progression or a bar of music and it's a lot of draw notes, you're sucking in a lot of air. So once you hit that freaking blow reed, you're gonna need to outgas either by the sides of your mouth or out your nose, because you need to equalize your lungs. Because if you go right into the next freaking chord progression, the freaking music bar, your lungs are gonna be so full of air that you're not gonna be able to get through it. So that's why breathing with your diaphragm is best. Every time before you do anything, you need to do these breathing exercises. Do 3 to 5 reps. Again, in through the nose and until you're completely out of air. What this does is exercises your diaphragm, and it allows you to feel the diaphragm moving in your body. At first, you're gonna freaking want to breathe with your lungs. It's very, very natural because we're already in that mindset. We already have it conditioned in us that we're breathing with our lungs. So you have to sort of like reverse engineer your lungs and your breathing, and go back to the way it was when you were freaking younger, when you breathe with your diaphragm. Any sort of instrument that you need breath to freaking make it function, they normally and almost always play with their diaphragm, because for some reason it sort of like expands your lungs, makes them bigger, allows you to freaking hold more air so that you can blow the note a little bit longer. And you also need to not blow as hard. Just blow as slightly or as little as possible to make the note or to make the sound. So it would be like, and if you want to articulate the note or make it louder, you obviously can. You can start low and then raise it up and then lower it back down. That gives the song a lot more feeling versus having just monotone. It's just like brrr. So it's like brrr. It just gives it more depth. It gives it more feeling. It allows you to control the notes a little bit better. And it just gives the audience a better sort of performance. It shows that you know what you're doing, you have breath control, you are in control of the harmonica, you are in control of the note. So it just separates you from being a noob to someone that's, intermediate, that knows how to freaking reach the crowd. So it's just best that you learn how to breathe with your diaphragm, because in the long run, it's going to help you. Believe me, I know, because I went through that stage. You'll go through that stage. Everybody goes through that stage where you just want to get on here and rip, frickin' you won't get there if you're constantly breathing with your lungs. You'll gas out, you'll probably pass out, and then you'll look like a jackass. Then you won't get booed off stage, but you'll be carried off stage. And I don't know about you, but I'd rather be booed off stage than carried off stage. And even if they boo me off stage, I probably won't get off anyways. I'll be like, I go suck my nuts. You know what I mean? I'm here to play. I'm here for the freaking training, not your entertainment. So sometimes you got to be a dick like that. Even if the booing's louder than your harmonica, it's for the experience. It'll make you grow as a person. It'll make you a better player. and it'll get you over your fear of being in front of an audience. If you can stand up there and continue to play the harmonica while you're getting booed, dude, you're gonna gain so much confidence that, yeah, I know you're gonna be like, getting booed isn't gonna raise my confidence. No, but standing there and finishing out your song, even if the crowd doesn't like it, it's still gonna freaking build character. It's gonna get you to the exposure you need, and in the long run, it's gonna be best. So, to reiterate, not make this freaking thing so windy. No, I'm just kidding. To make it so long-winded, breathe with your diaphragm. Do the exercises before you do anything. Learn to breathe. 3 to 5 reps, and then go into whatever you're practicing. That must be a non-negotiable. Before you do anything, pick up the harmonica, frickin' do anything. Do your breathing exercises. Do your breathing exercises. It'll help you. It helps me. And it just sets you up for frickin', longer down the road. You talk to any great harmonica player and they'll tell you, breathe from the diaphragm. Breathe from the diaphragm. Breathe from the diaphragm. I'm sure they have their own, breathing exercises. It might be similar, but I guarantee you they're exercising their diaphragm in some way, shape, or form. Whether it can be through the harmonica, not through the harmonica, but that's the way to do it. I've seen people do it where they're like, do the breathing exercise through the harmonica. I'm sure they are advanced, or that's just the way they were taught. But generally speaking, you want to do this without the harmonica, just because it just mind-muscle memory or mind-muscle connection. Yeah, holding the harmonica and doing it kind of builds a mind sort of muscle connection and memory. But again, train your lungs, train your diaphragm first before you pick up the freaking harmonica. It'll help you in the long run. Any good teacher should tell you that. Any good student should be practicing that. So, again, the purpose of this video is to get you to learning the harmonica so that you can become more depth, have more character about you as you start to develop the better version of yourself. And the best way to develop that best version of yourself is, say it with me, get your ass up off the couch and get on your journey from weakness to warrior mindset.